Alive.
Well, welcome everyone to the 314th weekly MLP Drawing School. It's already March the 8th. Huh.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I feel like I missed March the 1st. Did that even happen? Was that a figment of our imagination?
Probably.
Okay. As long as it's a group hallucination.
Yeah, I think it was Ukashi Daily's Dopey Day.
Well, that makes sense. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any art you'd like to submit, now's your chance. We got a small horde of people joining us today. We got Zai,
Yeah, I am here.
Vex,
Hello.
Pixie Popsies,
Go boss, gaslight, go keep.
No
Alley
more.
Claw,
I'm not allowed to gatekeep anymore, so I choose to gaslight.
and
Okay.
a silent CPC.
He's very
CPC.
confused.
Hello. And we also have a zombie who was trying to keep us all in check and doing their best.
Just
not
falling
possible.
apart here. There's no hope. It's a bunch of cats, and they've all found something shiny. Give them 10 minutes till they run into a plastic bag and just like careen across the room screaming.
I thought you were just going to say die.
Wow. I mean, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
But until proven
guess.
otherwise.
Fair enough. I can't argue that.
All right. So our first picture submitted this week, top left-hand corner, is by J Alt Delete. Do these colors look good? Is their question. Yeah. Yeah, they look pretty good.
Let me
Poop
scroll
in
up.
their brain. That
Yes.
seems unhealthy.
Yep, they have some cheese leaking out of the back of their head. But
I think
otherwise,
it's orange juice because it got like a fruit on there or some citrusy thing.
oh, they are. That's a an orange with a straw
Yeah.
coming out of it.
Ah.
It's a straw coming out of the back of their head.
So someone literally did stick a straw into this pony's brain and now it's leaking.
Oh no.
You can see that they're filled with like Fanta or something.
That's
The
really
cola
cute.
pony.
But then where's the straw going if they're transparent?
Down the
Then-
spine.
Yeah.
We're not seeing it pick
Down
up the.
here.
We're not seeing it pick up the orange tango.
That's it's leaking spinal fluid.
Oh no.
Oh no!
You need to refill that every 2,000 mils.
Okay, but like
Anyway,
how cute would be if there's like a bun and you got the straw coming out of the bun?
Oh, that would be cute.
How cute.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be adorable. I think the colors are nice though. They're good sort
Yeah.
of balance, especially on the
The-
orange one.
Yeah, the colors are really nice. I think it's going to be interesting to see how you shade this. If you look at our beginner guides in the sidebar, there's one that goes into hue shifting when it comes to colors and lights and shadows and all that. So that might be interesting for when you're trying to like add light and shade to these characters. But see how the button works in this sketch. It's really fun. And you saw someone add the green for the eyes.
Yeah, if you just wanted
And
to tie in a
that's-
little bit more of that green color, you could go in the eyes
Yeah.
if you wanted
Very
to add color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I sort of feel like on the red one, like going against the red almost and having like blue. Someone else had the same thought, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly that.
I think like a nice sort of like cerulean.
Hell yeah.
Look at darker, thicker. Yeah.
Love
So
it.
works nicely to sort of cool down the sort of fieriness.
Heck yeah.
Contrasting warm and cool colors is nice.
All right, shall
We
we
love
move
it.
on?
Do we have any points? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute stuff.
They asked a direct question, so we gave them an answer. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Helpful.
love it.
All
You know
right.
what? They get a star. They get a golden star for asking a question. They don't realize how like amazing that makes it for everybody. Gold star.
So
Oh wait, that's
cute.
purple. You get a purple star and a bunch of gold stars there.
There you go. All right. On to our next picture. Whoop. We got
This one
this
is so cute. I love it.
lovely little duckling by Scarlet Letter. A commission I finished recently. How did I do? I usually do more detail in the hair texture, but I'm trying to fake the details to save time.
Hell yeah.
La wop. But like really watered down.
Yeah, it can work. That can work very well. Rather than
Honestly,
going too high detail.
I feel like you could even do less to fake the details because sometimes it's just a matter of like having. I want to think about it in like 3 layers, right? You have your base, and then you have like a chunk, and then you have like a little detail. So instead of having all these lines, like of course you can add the different colors in, but I see a lot of strokes. Let me get a better color to show up. You know, let me just get the pen. Yeah, that instead of having all these strokes, you could do even less work and just kind of have, yeah, like someone's doing big chunks of color. And if you just want to add a little detail, you can go in with a real thin brush and just kind of have like a strand. Oh, my layers underneath there.
I,
I can't hold on.
I can't remember what it is, but there's a brush and there's a blending tool in CSP that has a nice sort of like texture to it that can sort of break up colors into sort of streaks that can work very well for this sort of thing.
Heck yeah.
Like, you
Like
don't
you've
need
got
a lot.
in the top here.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to experiment a bit with like just letting things be a bit sketchy and sort of less
They,
finished. It's like
yeah, though you're doing a nice job going for a sort of more painted watercolory look and feel rather than making it all like super smooth.
like around the place you've got like these interesting like use of shapes and all that sort of stuff around here and just like all that painterly stuff. You don't need to resolve it this much. Feel free to just leave the areas big and unresolved and a little bit like messy and experiment and just see how that goes.
Or,
Yeah.
do whatever you. I will say, I feel like the usually when I see a picture like this, one of my first questions is, why not draw the rest of the top? If you're gonna have the picture almost completely finished on all sides, there's really no point to cutting off one side. Like if you were just doing like a shot, I don't have very good color, but if you were just doing a shot that's like cropped in like this, and like okay, understandable. There's obviously no way you're gonna fit the rest of the character in, and that is like a specific crop. But if you're gonna have it like with all of these sides are completely open, why not make the top as well? It's not every day that you encounter like a solid reason for it. Like I have had lots of situations where like, oh, I want to like use this image that I drew and put it in like a something that I'm doing. Like I want to just like shove this image in the middle of another picture as like an example graphic or something. Or like even in college, I was doing like a mock like magazine. I was trying to put pictures in, and had to specifically find ones that I'd drawn all of the sides for, and didn't have to either like finish to have it fit in, or like squash it up against the side that it was that it was like cut off in, which limited my choices as to where to put pictures in. So it sometimes just helps us to have that last bit, and otherwise you're just kind of questioning why it's cut off.
Yeah.
Like see how this thing has been getting drawn. The kinds of shapes you can get out of like singular strokes is really interesting.
Yeah, that's
So
more of what I like doing.
yeah, so doing a little bit of that kind of stuff can be really fun.
Little face.
Little dagger face. Very emo kid vibes. Didn't mean
Yeah,
that to happen, but here we are.
I do really love how you
that's
did
telling
these
me.
eyes, though. I've been staring at them for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
little
that's so good.
crystally feels are great.
It's
I
so
love the
pretty.
shape of them, like the outer
Yeah.
eyes.
They're very pleasing to look at.
Yeah, good work. It's super nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
All right. Anyone else have any other art they'd like to submit? Any other questions they'd like to ask? Now's your chance.
Yep.
Isn't
We
really
are
much.
open for art and for random art questions.
I don't really have anything, unfortunately.
12 minutes. So it's a Academy record.
Good, because I got food downstairs to eat.
Yeah.
See if anyone else has any art questions for us or pictures to submit.
Any
All right.
ponies
Well,
they
let's call it.
wait
Oh,
wait wait.
is it something you
Drops.
have a question about, or something you feel compelled because we've asked? Because those are two different things. We've had people get confused about that question before.
I think they know what they're doing.
That is a horse.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Um.
Come on, canvas. I believe in you.
There we go. Yeah. So
Just like some of the
you'll be able to
doodles on
see
the
what
back.
we're doing on the Picasso, or it'll be recorded for YouTube later.
I'm so confused what's going on down at the bottom. There's a pony
Yeah, there's
cheering
so many
about gaslighting.
fun little doodles going on.
All right.
I like the little zombie.
Yeah. Red line the eyes, you said. Cool.
So the eyes, I mean, the problem is like the parts of a face of a pony. This is not very clear cut. Hold on, maybe I'll actually choose red. Are not so easy to like separate. Like everything in a face sort of comes together into one like structure. So I mean, and obviously a lot of that is. Oops, my thing has disconnected me.
Oh, no.
Oops. Why my Okay, my tablet's internet's just bad. It's obviously a lot of it's going to be style. So I mean, if you see us drawing stuff in a particular way where you're like, no, actually, I prefer to do it this other sort of way, then that's. Oh, now it's not remembered my color, and now other drawings have happened. Yeah. So like, it's important to build the entire sort of face around the structure of the eyes. You know, so like the nose and like the way the nose bridge sort of goes in, and like the cheek and chin and all that. So it all sort of flows from one thing to another.
You can see like 16 different people
Yeah.
redlining it in
Yeah,
different
sorry.
ways.
So I started doing it, and then my thing was like, I'm gonna just like forget that internet exists, and then everyone else jumped in. Silly, like. I'm dragging someone else's layer around. Don't want to do that.
How dare you?
I was trying to move through the panel.
Gaslight, go boss.
What is this?
So I think one of the main things that's probably going to help is focusing on drawing from the shoulder and that kind of thing. So if you look at Drawer Box, the lesson 0, I think it is, focuses specifically on kind of getting these like long unbroken lines kind of sorts of stuff. Probably going to be interesting and useful. Mostly because the more that you can do in a single stroke, Like, for example, that kind of stuff. The more confident your lines are gonna feel to the people who look at your picture. It's all about faking it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what tool do I have? Okay, there we go. Just some sort of like 3D lines to help you see.
And I think the other thing is with this ear, I just made it come off the head a little bit smoother. And that's just me. No big stress. Yeah, you can see someone drawing like the contour lines around the face as well, which is interesting.
You don't have to do this every time you draw. It's just like fun sometimes to define the 3D shape that you've got going. And I didn't do it perfectly, but yeah. So I'm not sure if what was seeing in the original picture is the tongue sort of dripping. A good sort of liquid is you don't go too much with it, just where it's sort of congealing, looking like it's sort of threatening to drop. If that makes sense. Or you could do it a bit longer, so it's sort of dribbling down. Up to you. But to have it like photographed in like the moment that a drop like falls makes it feel a little bit less sort of fluid, I think. So it looks posed. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Heck yeah, less broken hand.
Yeah. I also like for just like little loosen up your hand exercises while drawing and stuff. I really like this one because it talks about just like how to approach different strokes and stuff and what lines can do for you. As well as at the bottom there's just like little warm-ups you can practice to really start building that line control. It's just a different or just another thing to add on top of Drawbox, whatever, clicks with you more.
Heck yeah. 100 million different tutorials and different sites, and just gotta find what works for you.
Exactly.
Who's drawing that one over there? Ah,
TPC.
it looks fun. I like it. I was like, that doesn't look like any of our normal styles. What's going on? But it was the mouse.
All right, does anyone else have any other additional questions? Any other art they'd like to submit?
CPC's drawing with a sleepy raccoon in the bottom. It's critiquing how adorable it is. That's all. I am often sleepy. It's true.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, following the original pose closely. Let's go. So I don't think we have too much more.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
All right, well,
like
seeing as we got nothing else, we're going to call it a day. So thank you all for coming. We'll see you again next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.